It's the National Football League on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Cards, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Quick throw there is incomplete. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play fake, Mayfield. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Dolphins sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 81 yards.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got the work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
Throwing, Mayfield. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical? And almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 60 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And Stroud now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud, he'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Third down and 13. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. Throwing now is Stroud. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete. Trey McBride the target on that throw, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flush to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now, this is not a common sight where he runs to the open field and doesn't get away. This time, brought down for a big sack. As we said, normally, he gets outside the pocket and runs for nice yardage. Here, the exact opposite. They get him down for a double-digit loss.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Agnew now to return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Stroud looking to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 61 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Grover Stewart. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
It's now 2nd and 19.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. This one deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that will be incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cardinals offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. And they'll begin by running the option. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Stroud out of the gun here. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid, and he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to throw again. Going right back to Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Flushed out right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Adafe Owe drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Vikes are hanging in there in the playoff race as they jump above 500 now to 4-3 on the year. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Kenneth Gainwell, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their running back getting set to go once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught, Smith. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Barkley inside handoff. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 3. Stroud to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Breaks a tackle. A good return there, 17 yards. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts. So they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slings one that's incomplete. Rondell Moore, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield able to get this one to McBride. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mayfield off the play fake. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And Stroud now to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud off the play fake. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Throwing now is Stroud. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Stroud working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Dolphins offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. To the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
At the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He was defended by Martin.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Jalen Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Stroud. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Still 2nd down.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Stroud out of the gun here. Completes a Mooney on the slant. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. It's complete to Brown, right side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalton Kincaid from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 35-yard line.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And a completion to Wilson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. That's pulled in by Wilson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here now, 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The visitors' offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Cards, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.